What's good everyone, it's Steve from SnkrTechTalk, back with another video today. For today's video, I'm going to talk about my current favorite basketball shoes for outdoor use. So without further ado, let's get to the list. Alright, so the first shoe on my list is a classic from the 1990s, and that's the Nike Air Bakin. That shoe has superb traction indoors and or outdoors with that solid rubber herringbone traction pattern. You do have a forefoot and heel airbag for cushioning. It's pretty decent for the most part, but just the upper is like indestructible, and that shoe is more or less made for outdoors. So it's still a shoe here today in 2025, almost 30 years later, that I still rely on from time to time as far as outdoor basketball goes, and just the sheer durability of that shoe speaks for itself. Another shoe that if you have currently, and if you haven't tried these outdoors, or if you can get a steal of a deal on a used pair on eBay, is the Nike Kobe 1 Protros. Honestly, some of the OGs are still wearable. That shoe is just built for outdoors in my opinion. Now that herringbone traction pattern on the bottom of that shoe is so thick and durable, you'll never wear away that traction pattern on an indoor court. It's literally built for outdoors. The Protros have a full-length zoom airbag. It's very close to the floor and very responsive. The upper of that shoe is built like a 90s basketball shoe with that leather upper. It is superb. It takes some time to break in, but once it molds to your foot, you will love that shoe. And I just feel like the Kobe 1 Protros specifically are built for outdoors more than indoors. You know, they're a little bit more heavy, but just the way that shoe is constructed with the traction and cushioning, I've played in my pair several times outdoors and I've always really enjoyed it. Another great shoe for outdoor use is the Nike Jaw 2. Now that traction pattern is great on indoors, but I've played in my pair specifically outdoors the last couple weeks, and it has really excelled gripping basically any outdoor surface. Now I know the cushioning is pretty lackluster with the Phylon or EVA foam on the midsole. It does have a zoom airbag in the forefoot, so that does add a bit of a snappy feeling up front. The materials are pretty cheap, but the good thing is that they're pretty durable for outdoor use. And you can grab those shoes for like $70 or $80 USD right now online. So the Nike Jaw 2 is a great performer outdoors. Another shoe from a brand that you probably haven't seen and or heard about, I still need to get my performance review out. It might be out by now, but I've had it recorded for a couple weeks. And that is the BP1 from Rigger, Brandon Pajensky's signature basketball shoe. Now, you're not getting anything special as far as the cushioning goes. I believe it has that Showtime foam, I believe, in the midsole and just an EVA, but that outsole is ultra durable. Like, I've played in my pair for weeks outdoors, and I have pretty much no sign of use on the outsole. The upper, you're getting, you know, fuse and screen mesh and TPU strands on the upper, but just the way that stabilizer strap is in the forefoot, it did take some time to break in as there was some pretty nasty pinch points, but now once it's broken in, just the way it really hugs your foot on those hard lateral cuts, this shoe is like $100 or $90 online, and it's a fantastic performer. So if you're looking for a budget-friendly model for outdoors, the BP1 from Rigger is a great option. Probably the most durable shoe on this list, and one that was literally made for outdoors, is the Serious Player Only Game 1 Mid. Now I have the Bumblebee colorway, I have the Cement, I have the Logo black and white colorway. I've played in all of those outdoors over the last summer, and that outsole is like insanely durable. For sure the most durable outsole on this list. The upper, you're getting that screen mesh and fuse, so it's very durable in and or outdoors. And the great thing about this model is if you've invested in any of the other models that have the beefier or better cushioning setups, you can slap that cushioning setup in the standard one that comes in that model, and you'll get a plush cushioning setup in the Game 1 Mid. But keep in mind, that shoe was literally built for outdoor use, and it shows because I've been playing in those for over a year now outdoors, and it is absolutely my go-to shoe. The support, the cushioning, the materials, the traction, you name it, it's literally built for outdoors. And I believe they have a couple colorways on their website right now for around $99 USD. Another shoe on this list that is a great performer outdoors, and I've taken a couple colorways outdoors, and that is the Book 1. Now specifically the traction and cushioning with the herringbone traction pattern. It's a pretty durable setup outdoors. I've played with a pair for a couple weeks now, and I'm really enjoying my time. They're a very comfortable shoe, a ton of padding at the back of the shoe. You get the Zoom airbag in the heel, the Cushlon up front in the forefoot, and just the way that shoe hugs my foot with all of that padding, it just feels like a 90s Nike basketball shoe. And that is a good thing because it's kind of built on the last of like an Air Force and or a Blazer, and it just looks great, feels great, and plays great outdoors. And you can grab them on sale right now on a ton of websites. So the Nike Book 1 is a great option for outdoor use. And last but not least on this list, the AR2 from Rigger, Austin Reeves' second signature shoe. For $100 USD, you're getting a herringbone traction pattern, ETPU style foam from the heel all the way to the forefoot. You're always paying way more from the bigger brands for the exact same setup for cushioning. The materials are durable with a TPU stranded upper and fuse, and then the fit is like a glove. It's a very secure and good fit on that model. So the AR2 from Rigger is a superb basketball shoe if you're looking for an indoor and or outdoor model that is a budget-friendly price. And last but not least, I have not tried these out yet. Chris over at Wear Testers just did his performance review, and I believe the Nike ST Flare, Nike's new outdoor basketball shoe, I believe it's a Chinese exclusive shoe. I am looking to pick up a pair of that shoe, just the way that shoe is built with the Zoom airbag, I believe in the forefoot. The traction setup looks super beefy, and the materials, that is a shoe that I am looking forward to trying out here in 2025. But sound off in the comments, you let me know, what is your go-to outdoor basketball shoe? It can be from any era or any time. It doesn't have to be a recent shoe, but what is a model that is tried and true and that you believe in as far as outdoor basketball? But like I said, that's gonna do it for today's video for my favorite outdoor basketball shoes currently. Sound off in the comments and let me know what yours are. But as always, thanks for watching today's video. And if you guys could like, comment, and subscribe, that would definitely help the channel a ton. And check out my Instagram over at SnkrTechTalk, as it is an extension of my YouTube channel with all my pickups, basketball footage, and nostalgia as a whole. As always, thanks for watching today's video, and until next time, peace.